Oh. Ooh, I'm sitting on my cloth. Hi guys, how are you? Give you a couple of seconds to come on. It's rather cold here today. I don't know where everyone else, I know different parts of Australia, and I don't think we get many overseas on here at the moment. But this is the new Begonia Bell. Now when I saw it I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get that. But then I'd spent all that money on the gold foil. I thought, well, I've got to get something for free. Well, $9. So I got this, and I stamped out the first one. I'll see if I can show you. I might have thrown it away in disgust. I stamped out the first one, and I thought, oh, there's 2 flowers. Then I realised they're magic. It's 2 parts of the flower. So the difference is... I'm just like, we're not going live yet. Yes, we are. We're live on Facebook. If you want to chat, my problem is a lot of it doesn't come up, so I'll just say hi. Please say hi. How's that? Hi, please say hi. Silly girl. So okay, as you can see, it's all the instructions are here. So I had my little granddaughter over on last week in the school holidays, her and her brother, and I had just received this, and I was like, what will I make, what will I make? And then she said to me, Gigi, can I make something for my teacher, because his wife just had a baby? And I said, well, maybe we'll make something for his desk. And I thought, okay, I've seen these little pocket ones, I'm going to do that. So, for Anne, hi Lita, how are you, sweetheart? And it's got a koala. You'd like that, Alita, because you don't get any koalas there. So, this is called a tent fold. See the tent in there. Gift box. Now, I don't have a saying on the back, because I think if you were having that on your desk, you wouldn't want to constantly see someone's message. And I don't over-advertise. So, hi Kerry, how are you? So I put this together for her teacher. But then today, what made me also think of it is that when she was saying that, I wanted to use up my rest of my paper pumpkin. So I thought he likes bikes and things like that. So what I did was I pulled out my paper pumpkin, what was left of it, and that wasn't much after the catalogue, and I made this one. So I ended up, there's the tent fold and that. So I ended up making this a little bit bigger because the pen didn't fit in that one. So I made 5 of these for my ladies at the class today, because they all come along and they, you know, every week we meet, every month we meet. One of them makes lunch, we all rotate. It was my turn today. So, oh, you like the card, Alita? Thank you. Danke. So, we made all our cards today, and I gave them their gift. So, and hopefully I'll find out if my little granddaughter. So tonight we're going to make it, but you're never going to guess. After I'd done it, I'd done it with her, I sat down. I didn't put these on the ladies' ones because I didn't think it was very good, but the ladies sat down, and for a male teacher, because I put the, because I'd used all my paper, so as I showed you with this one, all I had left over was some little bunches of that and the bikes. These are the only 2 things I haven't used, and a little bit of card, like envelopes I didn't use because they weren't coloured, and that's it. Out of a whole kit I've used it all, but they've got a little bike on here. So I stamped that out on her one and just put the little bike, and we put some stuff. So he didn't get flowers. Now that's all I've got in that box left to go. Isn't that amazing? Just running through it like that. So this one is using the new flower, and I got a pen, oh goodness, a notepad and a pen. I'm always looking for one near my bench, and I'm going to take this off eventually because I don't want that on my bench all day. That would drive me batty. So I'm just going to put that in there and let's make it. So you all know the instructions are here at the front of your stuff, and let us start. Okay, I'll put that up behind me so I can see what my measurements are in case I need to call them out. So I have used the this paper medley. So you know, I used when I did the cats last week and the cats and dogs on the farm thing, I used the paper out of that, and it's quite nice. So this one's got the blue, and then the back of it's like a denim, so I thought that was pretty cool. So we're going to use that, and I've done a couple of little things to make it easier because working on Night of Navy is a little bit hard. So what I've done is cut these out to make it easier for you. Okay, this one's okay, you can see it, and I've got the measurements there. I've got some scrap for stamping. We've got, this is our card. Okay, so these are the pieces I need. Now wait a minute, I've got some more. So that's the one that goes into there. I've got some more stamping. And I've got another pen and another pad and some dimensions, because boys don't want dimensions but girls do. So we're using Azure Afternoon, Misty Moonlight and Granny Apple Green. I did try them in the darker green and I just didn't like them. I'm getting hot in here now. Just give me 1 sec to turn my heater off. It's too hot. I put it on because it was cold when I walked in, but I'm hot now. I get all flustered when I start my live, you know. I know you're all the most beautiful people I've talked to, and but I still fluster because I just want to make sure I do it right. And you know how many mistakes I can make in a game. So let me go through this. So we've got, this is your 11 by 4 and 1/8, because I can make 2 cards by doing that. So that's there. So this piece is the DSP. Just gonna, while I have a look, is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 if I'm right. It's on the instructions. I'm trying to look. DSP 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. So that is going to go on the front. How easy is that? Okay, so that was scored at half. Remember, 5.5. Now, so this piece, 5.5 by 4 and 4.5, is our little box. Okay, so I'll show you with this. So on the 5.5, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch. Yes, I'm making sure I'm saying the right stuff. 1/2 inch both sides of the long of the 5.5. 5.5. On the 4.5, you're going to score it at 2.5 and 1.5. All right. You got that? Gotta make sure that's right. I have to even talk to myself about it. Yes. So I've got to put that down and that. Now in here we're going to do that. So that's that. That's that first score, which is 2.5. And then at 3.5. So we've got all of those. And then you know what I'm going to do next. Come on, you all know that. We're just going to tip out a little bit of here. I'm going to go into there, so a little bit on your corner, and then and into this one on its corner. Is that alright? Is that light enough for you guys? That might be a bit better, I think. Okay. My floor was vacuumed yesterday. It gets covered in dirt pretty easy. It's hard working in the blue in the darker colours. You've got to. That's why I sort of dirt them out on the other piece, so it's easier to see. Okay. I'll move my bin over. Alright, so how easy is that? And this is the little piece, so you're going to push those two in. And let's get our bone folder. And just get them all ready. So, Kerry, this is a good one for you for the teacher's present instead of a cup. You can fill it with chocolates or lollies or, I don't know, depends whether you've got a man teacher or a lady. So now what we're going to do is, because that's folding in here, we're going to put that one on the inside. So fold your inner flaps in here and give that a squirt around and just let it get sit for 1 sec. Alright. If I blow on it, it dries better. So now I'm going to hold that down and just there. Okay, make sure it's in. Now, if you've got little bulldogs, you know, if you're not sure, just get a bulldog and hold it in close, and that will help it. Just hold it while it sets and do the same on this side. Okay, give that a couple of seconds. While we're waiting for that bit to dry, we'll come back to that. So on this one, it is scored. Okay, so on the 4.5 inch side, it's scored at 1/2 inch, 2 inch, and 3.5. Okay, so this piece is, I'm just going to get my ruler to make sure you're right with this. Sorry, it's not 4.5, it's 4.25. I don't know why I've got 4.5 there. Yeah. Okay, and then this side is 4. So it's 4 by 4.25. So I think it is on the instructions. 5.5 by 4.5 and 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so we're going to fold these. So the middle one goes down and the two outer ones go up. Now the front one's a little bigger, and that probably so it allows it to stay out a little bit more. So I think. Alright, so I'm just going to bone fold all of those. Just do it again so I've got a really good crease in them all. And there you go. Alright, now what we're going to do with those, I'll take these ball clips off and do the other side. So, how many glue things have I got here that I tried that trick. Someone said cut the box, cut the glue container, and and when you do that, get you a brush. And I did that. Look, the brush is stuck to everything because all it does is it gets sticky glue everywhere. So I thought, well, I'm just throwing those out now. That's not a good idea. Try things and do it your way. Okay, so we're going to now fold that down again. And that side. Make sure they're in together. Might have to hold that for one sec. Ball clips can't really do that there. I can just grab that on the corner, and that will work. But you can only get it on the corner. So we'll let that dry for a minute. So grab these ones. Not too much. We don't want it squirting out the side. But you do want it to get in there and get there. But I came on, we'd been away, and when I got back I was having a look. I thought, I'll see what Tammy's up to. I always like to see what she's up to. Bugger me dead. She's made one of these, but she's done both sides. I thought, oh well, I like mine. I love Tammy. So we're going to put the skinny bottom to the back. Now, excuse my hair as I move over there. Now you're going to lie that down. Make sure it's right to the end. I'm going to put that one down. And we're going to put ourselves a glass block on that and leave that for a sec. And we'll go back to that. That's not quite heavy enough, is it? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So she put one of these packs on the front and another one on the back, like piggybackers. I thought, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I saw someone typing, but they've, I don't think, no. I'm trying to push the screen up. You know, years ago, someone said to me, oh, look at my little tattoo here. And I went, what do you mean? I can't see it. So I went to go like that and open it up, and she says, you're not on the iPad, you know. What a dag. So this, it only needs to go round to the back. Alright, so we're going to just wrap that around up to there and there. So, oh, I keep having to do that with my glue. Hope you've all had a good week. I don't know if you saw, but at the end I'll show you a little bit of the inside of my album. You know how I told you I made that album that Gail Ellis I brought online? Well, I made it, and I've showed you all on one of them. Well, I filled it in with all the photos, and I took it with us, and when he was not watching, I put it out on the thing and gave it to him, and he thought it was just wonderful. So you've all got to make it. It's so good. I'm allowed to teach it, but I'm not allowed to give people the instructions, which is according to her, the law of her. But it is something you have to sort of, you know, log on. If you ever wanted to do a class on it, I would do it online. You can log on, and then I can tell you what to cut, what to have ready, and then that would be legal. But I can't send you the information because we're not allowed. But I can teach it. But it is one that's going to take sort of a private gathering, because it took us, my friend and I did it, and it took us 4 hours one day over 2 days. So that was just the little pink one I made up to the start, and it's just a little bit smaller than I thought. Alright, so now we can just glue this onto the front of here, and then we'll do our stamping. So I've put it basically in the middle, and okay, I'm going to put quite a bit of glue in the middle because it's holding the iPad, the pen and everything, okay? So it looks like an overkill, but you don't want to get someone to put their pen in and they can't hold it. So if you stand it up like this and aim it at the bottom like that, okay? So it's right on the bottom, and push that a little bit. Now you can get your bone folder and get it in and give it a really good wacko. What's on your desks, girls? Come on. Don't leave it all to me. So I'm going to leave that to dry. Let's work on some stamping. You're going to love this stamp. First one I told you I did. I didn't know that it was double stamping. I thought it was two. It's got some lovely things on it. See these little dots in that? Look at that. The little dots. So I washed after my class today. I washed all my blocks. So it's nice and clean and ready for you. Look at that. Okay, another bigger one. I think my blocks get eaten. There was another, I had two big ones. There's my other one like, oh here they are over there. Okay, so we've got the two big flowers. We've got leaves. Now this is hand cutting for the leaves. I've only done 3. I can't sort of show you what I did with the other colour. I didn't like it because I'm just checking if it's under here. Yeah, that's what it looks like when you just do one. And I didn't like it. But I tried to do the leaves originally in garden green, but it just didn't look good. So we went back to that. And I haven't put a greeting on it because I don't know if you want a greeting on it. A steaming pile of mess. Oh yes, you've been busy. I saw you live the other day when I was away. I got 5 minutes, Jill. Mine looks a bit messy, and if you look behind me it's even worse. Look at all my cards all bunched up everywhere. Okay, let's get stamping. So I didn't like it in the garden green, but I like this. So I've got Misty Moonlight and Afternoon Azure, which I think gives it a nice little colour. I didn't want to do girly colours because you've got to have it on your desk the whole time, so I want to have something I can look at and look at it a lot. So we're going to do Misty Moonlight's my base, and I better get my stampy thing because you know what will happen. Alright, we got, okay, so we're going to put one there and one there, and we do need to get another one in. Where did I have? I had some more here. So we're going to get some green leaves in there with that, and I'll come back. Let's make sure I've got enough on. Now this will be hard, Jill. You know about this, getting on the ground on your bad knee. I've just gone 3 months and I can do my bad knee. Oh, but it does get a bit hard. Yesterday after we'd finished it, I put thing on there. Yesterday when we'd finished doing our at our stay for our anniversary, we went to the hot pools, and gee, it felt nice in the pool, but I tell you what, when I got out and when it cooled down again, it wasn't that nice. So now I'm getting the Azure, and what I'm going to do, so we don't have to try and work too hard around nothing, is, see the negative is the white. I thought that was what it was, so I started colouring it in, and I thought, oh, that looks awful. And then I thought, oh. So in the middle of this one, can you see the little dot up there? And it's also got, you know, crab's legs there. See the crab's legs? And if I'm right, that's just there. So I'm going to, no, they're not. They're up here somewhere. So I'm going to try and train. Oh, well, they must be there. Okay, we're just going to go with that. No, I don't reckon that was there. I don't think I got that right. Try it that way. That's better. So I've got one there. I've got 2 more here. And we'll look for the eye in the storm. See there? Let's see if we can get that, because I reckon, have you done these, anybody? Got these ones? Oh, see, it's not there. Okay. Let's see if that's it. Not as good as I'd like it. That's a messy. It's going on the back, that one. Off to the mother-in-law. Okay, this is not turning my head very well. Where's our middle of the centre there? That's there. And I'm sure it's there. It is. I had it in the right place, it just didn't pick up. So you've got, I don't know if you've got one of these. You just do this. Now next Tuesday, ladies, I am really sorry to say, I hate that. I'm going to do that all over again, that one. I might not make it back to do a live. I'm going to try, because we've got a funeral in the country. And because it's going to take like 4 hours to get there. Oh, you know what? It's not working. Maybe it's that one. Let me try. Let me try. Let me see if I've done something wrong. Let me have a look. Oh, I washed that one and put it away. That's why it's there. Now we'll see if this one's better, because I didn't like that last one. I can see exactly. See those crab claws? They're there. So with your eye, they're to your right. Probably this would be a good thing to get your stamping thing out. What's that? Our stamping embossing buddy thing. But I just don't have room on my desk. Okay, so I've got 3 of those. Now, without fail, I'll shut these down. You found stamping the inside first, Kerry. Oh, I will try that. Ah, it didn't shut the colour down? Alright, well we're not getting anyone there saying hello. So I'm going to just push these aside for a minute and do some leaves. Lucky for the leaves. Oh, are the leaves double as well? I didn't think of that. No, I don't. I thought they were just 2 different leaves. Maybe they're double stamping as well. Jill? Kerry? What do you know? I like the white on them. So 2 in there. And look at this. See, maybe it is. Because that's a darker one. Wow. No, so I do the inside darker and then stamp off some of the colour. Yes, the leaf are 2-step. Oh, how's that? So, do I get another colour and add that to it? Green. I think we just try a bit of olive with it. Oh, you might ruin my card if I do that. You won't see my nice light ones. Now, for everybody watching that doesn't watch me normally, please apologise for me not knowing about that. I didn't realise. Oh, see, I don't like that at all. It's too full, isn't it? Look, you look at those ones, they look prettier with the white. So I'm going to stick to the white ones. Don't like that. No, I'm keeping that one. That's the busy one. I just want this one again. Aren't they fussy? I like that white. I just did it in olive green. I don't want olive green. I want the lime one. My goodness. Okay. Just as well I've got lots of spare. See, isn't that prettier? That's the olive's too dark. Alright, so while you all talking, but you can just do the outside by itself. I agree. I agree. Now, this is the hard part, folks. You just have to chat to me, and I'll try and see what you're saying while I quickly cut these out. But the stamp of the month, you don't get dies with it. So well, I know you do. I've never bought the kit for the paper pumpkin. I just go with just the paper pumpkin box. That's enough for me. I'm not using that one, so we'll just crack into a nice flower. So today, I don't know if anybody had the balloon up and away. I had brought those when they went on sale because I thought, well, I'm only going to use them a few times in the class. So, sorry, I'm leaning over. I did a card class today with the ladies, and we did the balloons. We did once we hit July, we do a Christmas card each month, so that they've got at least 6 by the time we get there. Normally in the last week or the last month, I might offer them 2 cards. And they all said, looks like we need to start a lot earlier. I thought, yeah, because because every time I make a Christmas card, I make 2, one to show you as I'm doing it and one as I'm doing it. So I have my, like, 20 cards at the end of my sessions. So tomorrow, I know, just in case I don't get on next Thursday and do a hard one, tomorrow I'm going to do, I know it's another Stitches one, but it's a zigzag folding stand, something like that. I can't remember the name. It's over behind me. I'll have a look. So I did it last night and I was really quite happy with it. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, and just in case I can't make Tuesday if I'm not back. If I am back, I've got a really easy one that I might come on late. Just depends, you know what funerals are like. So, and it's a bloody long drive up there. It's like 3.5 hours up there, and we got to leave at like 6 in the morning to get there for 11. Oh, hi Donna. Yes, my good friend Jill that helps me all the time. I am the most luckiest girl in the world with her. So Jill was Jill Lancet, if you want to go and have a look at her site. She's on YouTube. Okay, we're cutting. One more, the green one though. Well, like in 5 minutes it'll all be done. Sometimes by the time you get up and cut all your dies, you're done. I did do a bit of a welcome to the hot foil, and today I got 2 more in the mail. Got 3 on the front and I have got 1 on the back, so I need this last one. I won't use that horrible mucky one over there. So I have used the foil and I did do a card with it. It wasn't a fancy card, but I wanted just to see. And oh my goodness, it took me a few minutes for the old brain to work on how to start it and stop it, because it doesn't actually have a start and stop. So I did that one with the hot foil. Look at that. And I just did it on that inside as well. Hey, does the hot foil thing go through the electric? Well, I haven't done that through the electric. I have got a hand one. So I've only done it on the hand one. So I got these today. They're not, I don't really like the frames, but I wanted those flowers and I wanted those tags. And I got the flowers that are pretty much like these, aren't they? But I thought, well, I didn't have anything in flowers, and then they've got some labels and butterflies, which I didn't want the butterflies either, but I had to get them. But I think that's all. I don't know. I'm a bit scared to do that because it says it, what is it, that nullifies your warranty on your machine.
Coffee.
Oh, my waiter's coming.
Coffee.
Oh, yep, please. That's my husband, my good husband. If you wait at the minute, I'll show you. Oh, Jill, you saw the pictures of my thing I made Michael for our anniversary. So now the bottom one I put on with dimensionals, and the top one I am just sinking that. And I said, which is the one I don't like as the most? That one there. I think. No, I'm going to put that on the back. You got to have the front looking really cool. So again, I've just done that to halfway. So stick your finger up where the middle bit is and only glue the bottom, because you'll hate yourself if you, all this work. Oh, it was such a nice time. And you know what, I don't mean to talk about my family and kids too much, but we've hardly been away from these boys, and when we got back they both come up and hugged us and said they missed us, and oh, it was so worth leaving them. We haven't had, because I don't have any parents or siblings here, and my husband's family live in the country, we don't ever get babysitters. And because this is our second time round, it's even harder because our older friends are old, like us. Dimensionals, come on girls, where are they? You should all know by now, they're over on my corner. If I could move my paper now, I know what I've done, but I can't hear. So that's the bad side, but you won't see that because that's getting the dimensionals on it. So I'm just going to put them around so I can get my flowers in. They're just enough because you don't want the card to sink when you've got it sitting there. It's going to be there for a long time on your bench till you use all your post-it notes. Alright, so now that one is down here. Right, down there in the front. Alright. I've actually got that other one's got a bit more red. And so with the leaves, I'm just doing that side. So I wanted to come up a wee bit, but not too much, because you don't want it to get involved with your, every time you put your, see how you pad, you don't want to have to be knocking it every time. And one over here. Just glue on the left, on that side there. I did it again. I can't put that one there now because I've just realised I did it on the opposite side after I've just told you put it on one side, goose. Okay. And that's there. And so this one has to get, I'm going to use that one because you're going to tuck a bit of it in. Okay, so we've got to tuck that in under here. So you can't glue that little bit that hangs over to the corner. Oh, here's my waitress.
Waitress.
They all loved your book, that's it. So I'm going to put it there, but see how you've got to just have it, so because if you put it in a card, you can't have it in an envelope, you've got to have it on the end of, see, how do I show you? That way. Maybe that works. So it doesn't come over that. So I'm going to look at eyeball here, and I'm not gluing there. Just here. Like I said before, not the other end. Do as I say eventually. Alright. So I've got that and that. And as I said, I'm not putting a tag on the back because it's, did I put one or two on the back? Just one. No one wants to see you writing on the back everywhere they go, do they? Alright, so on the back, I'm just putting that there. And he brought me a biscuit. I'm about to pick that up like it's a flower. And this one I haven't put it on dimensionals because if you want to post it. Although I don't think this is, this won't go down, I don't think. So you can't post it, it's a gift. Last month at our class, we made these little boxes, and today when they came to the class, they'd this was the little box we made last time. You'd put that up and had, and two of them had given them away to people with presents in them. So I thought that was really nice. They were all telling me how they really enjoyed making that. So I think it's fun to do some different things in the class. But I'm going to do this card with them next time because I think then I'm more prepared. So I have put some of these on, and these are still available. I always sip. It is lovely. Thanks, Christine. Isn't it? It is a nice little gift for someone. So I've got a little, just at the $2 shop. I just saw, you know how we always keep these on our desk so we can do our little notes come up and you want to keep them, and so you put that there. And then there's I just bought a pack of cheap pens, 3 for $2 in the shop, but they're nice because they've got a nice colour on them. And then of course, like I said, my granddaughter put that onto her teacher's one and I had to give in and let her do that. Can you please share the instructions for the other box? Oh, for this one. That one, Christine. I'll put it on Wednesday. I can do that if you like. Do you know what I did? I came home from a big night out and I made this. Look at that. A handbag. It's like, yeah, it's 5 1/4 inches wide, long, and 6 wide, and then look at that. Big black handbag. I was bored making cards because I'm making cards all the time. So I did that. I made that instead. And then I saw someone else do one similar, and it was just with one sheet of paper, and I thought that would be a good idea. So last but not least, before I forget what I was doing, and we don't put bling on, you know, half the time I forget. Where's my pick tool? Half the time I get through my class and I think, I didn't do any bling. But this one, on the man one, of course I didn't. So I'm using the adhesive backed metal ones because I think they stood out. Okay. So I put one in here. And you're going to have to put your finger through the bottom to push it because you don't want to really push the card. And where's the other two gone? I've got one down here. Well, that's easy because it's on a hard bit, and the third one is over here. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work very well there, does it? It should be there, and that one should be like there, and then that has that triangle. Oh, thanks, Jill. You're so sweet because you're always so good at everything. Now, do you just want to have a wee peek at the... I know some people that don't know me won't want to because it might be a bit family, but when my husband came into the room, I had this. I'll show you. I'm just trying to get it all out. Move that up to there. You can still see that. So I had it out like this. And I had that open, and that open, and that open, and that open, and I had my little book of photos all here, and then on here I had a little message, and on the back I had a funny poster of us when we were in ISO. So isn't that cool? And that's us going to, you can't see that one very well, I'll push it up a bit, but that bottom one's us getting dressed up for Halloween. We're a bugger. And that was my anniversary card to him. He thought it was brilliant. He really did, and I was so happy. And that's our 25th wedding anniversary, and then that's in Paris on our, I think it was our, we're on 45, so it was about 35, about 10 years ago. We were in Paris and we went to the Eiffel Tower for our dinner, but we had to take the twins, and they were only 8 or 11. We had to put headphones on, and then that's us when we were 18, about 55. Party. That's us when we were 30s, when we were 18, and then that was boating. So I thought all these memories we grabbed out. It's so fun, isn't it? It's really nice to see what you can make with carding, and just a bit of perseverance. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I got it done. So, thanks. Yeah, it's not something we'd hang out all the time. I wouldn't go and make. I'm not into scrapbooking, and I wouldn't make that to do that. So, well, girls, you have to make this one. You really have to. And don't put the koala on. Poor koala. The boys at school go to Thailand every year and do work over there through the our high school, and they have to collect little things for the children. So I'll put that in with all the cars that we've already collected for the kids. So now tomorrow I will give you a very sneak peek, because I might not have enough time. Sorry, Donna, thanks. Might not have enough time to do this next week, so it's going to be a bit big in the morning, but you can watch it later. So it looks like that, but there's more to it. Look, there's more to it. I'm not going to show you any more. Just a quick. Don't go back and rewind and hold it on there. Oh, it has been so much fun talking to you all. I'm really pleased to have you on my life. And yes, it is. At least it'll be. You can't put photos all over the walls. Sometimes you just get sick of that. And we've moved a few times, and there's just too many photos. So, well, ladies, if I don't see you tomorrow, you just watch the live and see that. So it is a big one tomorrow as well. So, but it's got a little cheap bit like this. So, and it's yeah. You have to just watch it another time if you can't make it. Yeah, the handbag was lovely, Donna. It was a bit hard because I watched a lady that was doing it, and she sort of did a couple of things, and I was using some cheaper cardstock because I just wanted to do a start on it. So that's why. All right, girls, bye. Thanks for coming. Bye, everybody. Really appreciate you. Bye.